Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to begin our discussion of strings. Now, we've been working with strings this entire semester, but there's still a lot to learn about them. In this video, we're going to review what we already know about strings, and then we're going to learn some new operators that we can use when working with strings. Let's head over to the notes, and we can get started on our warm-up task. Our warm-up task has us opening a file called stringfun.cpp in gedit and coding up an empty main function. So let's do that now. Now that we have stringfun.cpp ready to go, let's review what we know about strings, and then we'll learn some new topics related to strings. First off, we know that a string is a sequence of characters. For example, suppose we have a string called name that stores the string Mary. We know that each one of these characters is at an index position such that the indices are zero-based. For example, the M is at index 0, and the A is at index 1. We can index into a string to get a single character using the @string member function. For example, if we want to print out the letter A, which is at index 1, we could use this cout statement. If we want to find out how many characters there are in the string stored in name, we could use this cout statement, which takes advantage of the size string member function. So there are two string member functions that we've already been working with, @ and size. In a next video, we're going to learn additional string member functions beyond @ and size. Now let's take a look at some ways we can declare strings. Let's head over to the code. Let's declare a string called word, and we'll assign it the string hello. Now, if we want, we could declare a string such as word2 to be based on the string word. In this manner, word2 stores a copy of the string in word. And we could confirm this by printing out both word and word2. Let's say that we change word2. Let's say we set the first letter to be a capital letter, and then we see out word2 again. We'll see that word2 changes. To confirm that word2 is a copy of word, let's also go ahead and print out word. And there we see that word is still lowercase h, whereas word2 is uppercase H for the first letter. A few other ways to declare strings. Let's declare a variable called word3 that is a substring of word. Let's say, for example, that we want word3 to be the last three letters of hello. So the last three letters of hello are LLO, which the first L is at index position 2, 0, 1, 2. So we can specify that we should initialize word3 to be a copy of word starting at index position 2. and word 3 is in fact LLO. We can also declare a string and initialize it to be a substring of another string, but only a certain number of characters of that string. So for example, let's say we just want to have 2 characters starting at index position 3. So I'll write this down to be more precise. Starting at index 3, get 2 characters of word. So index 3 is the second L, 2 characters would just be LO. And there we see the LO. Now let's move on to perhaps some new topics. Let's take a look at how we can compare strings using relational operators. So let's print out word less than hello. So we know that word does store hello, so hello less than hello should return false. And it does. Let's try hello equal to word. Since they're the same string, this should print out true, and it does. Let's try hello less than capital H on our hello, and we know that strings are case sensitive. So this returns 0. Okay, what about word equal to hello with a capital H? This also returns 0. So we know now for sure that lowercase hello is different than uppercase hello. What about word greater than uppercase H hello? This returns 1, which is kind of strange, and word less than capital H hello returns 0 for false. So strings are compared character by character based on their ASCII codes. And just to refresh you, the ASCII code for capital A is 65, and the ASCII code for lowercase a is 97. So that's why uppercase letters come before lowercase letters in terms of the alphabet, and word greater than hello, where word starts with a lowercase h, is greater than hello starting with a capital letter H. That's because lowercase h comes after uppercase H in terms of ASCII codes. The next operator that I want to show you is called the concatenation operator, and it's a plus sign. And what it does is adds 2 strings together by joining the end of the first string to the beginning of the second string. For example, I'm going to declare another string variable. Let's call it sentence, and let's just initialize it to be the empty string. Now we're going to assign to sentence word concatenated with a comma and a space there. Then we'll print out sentence. So what this does is add the string stored in word to the string, comma space there. and it just jams them right next to each other to form a new string. And we see now that sentence stores hello, comma, space there, which is two strings jammed together by the concatenation operator. There's also a shorthand assignment operator using the string concatenation operator, which is plus assign or concatenate assign, which is more commonly known as the append operator. So let's say I have sentence, append, exclamation mark. What this is going to do is essentially expand out to sentence is assigned sentence concatenated with a double exclamation mark. So we know what this does based on our example we've seen before, and then we're going to create a new string, which is these two strings jammed together, and then we're going to overwrite it in sentence. So essentially this is just going to add the string to the end of the string already stored in sentence. The last operator that I want to show you in this video is the subscript operator, which we've actually already seen from our exposure to arrays and vectors. So let's say we just want to print out sentence sub 0. We could also use sentence.at0, but this time we're explicitly going to use the string subscript operator. And there we just get the H. So this video was a review of what we already know about strings, their definition, how they're indexed, and then we learned a few new ways to declare and initialize strings using substrings, and then we learned a few new operators. Now, you might have worked with relational operators and strings before, and this was a great review if you already have. Then we learned about the string concatenation operator, the append operator, and lastly, the subscript operator, which we've seen all three of those operators in different contexts, but this was the first time seeing them with the string data type.